Snakes this year. And so you can see how one of them do. He's small. I don't know if the camera can see. It looks like he's got his head. Yeah. He's moving away from me. I don't like being around those snakes, but I tell you, there he goes. He's taking off now. He's hiding underneath the mud. Slithering. Nice that sends little chills down my spine. I wanted to come by here. Got chills down my arm. Yeah. I saw something jump down here. It's starting to come back to me now too, but I think I did the same thing before that I was going to try right now. Yep. Put my lasso around that thing if I would try it. So right where I saw that fish jump. I'll spook that spot for sure. Yeah, I blew the spot up big time. Something jumped right here. Basically where I'm standing. Well, it was a little bit right in front of me, actually. Right where the camera's pointing. I tried to walk down here. And get in down here a little bit further. Down here where I'm at right now. Tried to get in down here, but couldn't. Too many guys over there. I didn't know how many was possible, but there's a fence line over there on the field. And I'm trying to remember. Pat telling me, this right here, stretch really ain't that good. Down this part. I just feel like, man, it's fishing time right now. I've done it again as far as waiting. There's in the water down there, it's a duck. A big old duck. I don't know if the camera can see that. Man, that's crazy. He's spinning around in circles down there. Kind of feeling like, it's just prime time, so to speak, year-wise. I mean, it's May, it's the beginning of May, it's May 5th today. And I think I walked down here one other time like this. If I caught anything, I'm wanting to say I didn't. That's the way the fish is looking, man. Everything's back as I'm walking downstream and my shadow's going that way, so I'm fixing to turn back because it's not good. There's one in there, he's a good one too. Once the camera caught that, let me see, can I get him on a worm? Yeah, he's right in there where he's supposed to be. Good one. Right in there where he's supposed to be, man. Right there he is. He's sitting right off of that swift water. Good fish. There's a rainbow. That's a rainbow. That's not what bit. Alright, I've already started out here a bit. Kind of how what I wanted to do with a small fish. He really swallowed it. That was the good one that I was looking for. I've lost him twice. Tough fishing downstream, man. I'm probably gonna bite again now. I only had hooked him a little better that time. He's right there where he's supposed to be, man. Right there where he's supposed to be. I could just get him to swallow it. That's about what I thought I had yesterday. With the hole right above me. Fish yesterday. Yeah, this ain't about to get now. He bit on the center. He bit on the rim, and I hooked him slightly both times. There you go. Yep. Another rainbow. And Brian's playing there with a rainbow. That brown is. I'll take this one here though. I'll be honest with you, man. I'll take that fish. Now that I think about it, yeah, I think that is a brown. That nicer fish. Both of these are smaller than what I would like. Of course, I mean, this one here, I would take this fish in pretty much all the time, being a wild rainbow like that. He's probably 10 inches. Just like I said yesterday, if he's not, he's mine. That's where he is. But I'm gonna put him up to one, cause his little brother out there right before. And I wish I wouldn't have. He went to swallow it like he did. Anyway. Well, I'm out there again. I caught two fish here. One was tiny. He swallowed. I would have let him go, but I couldn't get it. I couldn't get the hook out. There wasn't no way it was in his throat. But I missed the good fish that was in here. There was a brown, I think. He hit my finger and my worm. Caught 2 rainbows. The one I just caught was decent. I don't know if the camera caught it and all that anything, but he really put on a little show. He jumped onto the bank and got me twisted off of around the land. And he swam his way out of it. And he swam right up into me. And that swift current, man. Yeah, it's frustrating not being able to get that better fish out of there. It is. I missed some fish this year. You know, I bragged. I wasn't bragging. I was just, being honest. I was saying a couple of years ago when I was telling about how there's a video I liked. It's one of my coming home videos, and I was telling her the truth about this one day I was fishing, and I saw these people. What the day I saw the people? No. I got through there and it wasn't going as good as what I was hoping. You know, I mean, I had probably 3 fish, but it seemed like I should have had more, and it just wasn't getting bites, and I got to this spot, and it's a spot that swift water situation, and it was a hole that I don't usually get one, and I cast in there. It looked good though. I mean, it looked good, so I cast in there, and I was kind of sitting in a position, kind of like I am right now. The water's not about to push me down right here where I'm standing, but it's swift and it's somewhat awkward because this right here is awkward because I'm fishing downstream. And so I can't manipulate my bait the way I want to. Is the reason why I would say it's awkward today, but I wasn't about to fall down or nothing, but I was just twisted around, and I probably should have set myself up a little bit better before I casted. I cast over in this spot, and sure enough, get a bite, and pull it up, and I can tell it was maybe the best fish of the day. It wasn't big, but it was, like I said, I hadn't been doing that good that day, and missed the fish, and I saw him. He was about a 10-inch brown, and it made me mad. And at the same time, it started raining. It made me mad because, like I say, I was having an off day, so I was kind of frustrated out there. And when you get like that, that's when you can let up and miss a fish whenever you're kind of not expecting it. Because if you haven't been catching, if the day's been slow and you're not getting a bite, you kind of get off guard. You're like, well, I'm not going to get a bite, so you're not ready. And I mean, I had the fish hooked, and he was right beside my leg. I mean, I can't remember if I had the net out or what, but anyway, I missed. And It I'm stretching the story out too long, trying to do two things at one time. I can't keep going and walk and talk. But anyways, it started raining, just kind of not hard, but just a good, you know, sprinkle, not a sprinkle, but it's like a light rain. And I went to the next hole that was just past that where I usually do get one. I caught one. I finally cast back in there and caught another one. And I go upstream from there in a spot where I don't always catch one, but sometimes do. And I caught another one, and that was my limit. And I had fished for, I can't remember, I could look it up on the tape, but you know, say I had been fishing already for, there's one. There's a good fish. Oh yeah, that's what I'm talking about. There we go. Now we're cooking. Now we're cooking. That's what I'm talking about. So that day I had been fishing probably for a couple of hours, and I caught, well, I guess I caught 4, and I caught 3 in the last 30 minutes. Quick, boom, boom, boom. I mean, that's not anything super strange about that. I mean, that could happen to anybody. But it was like I got mad or something. But well, my point of why I started that story is what I was telling was that day I was remembering back about how long in the previous couple of times I've been, I think it was like the previous weekend, previous 3 or 4 days of fishing, or at least the last 3, because I think I had said I had figured, I remembered that I had caught, you know, my limit like 3 times and not missed one, not lost one. And that was a good stretch for me because you're gonna get out here and miss fish. I mean, in this swift water, foul hooks or whatever, but somehow I was just in the zone kind of there for, you know, I was in my, I don't want to say in my, I was probably, I don't know if I was in my prime. That's a good question. But let me get this. Now that's what I want right there. If I could catch 7 of those. I said one time if I could catch 7 of these every time I went, I would sacrifice ever catching a big fish again. It's still something I'm debating about. But anyway, I was on a good streak that those couple of days where I wasn't missing any fish, so it made me mad when I lost that one, so I turned it on and got more serious. So I just caught one on a spinner here. Yeah, and I thought I had another bite, and that was it. That little fish right down on the camera caught it. It was a small brown in there as well. I cast back in there with that spinner a couple times. I felt like I had a bite. I wasn't filming. I felt like I had a bite right here caught me, and there it was. A little fella. That's a pretty good hold, you know. I'm pretty sure. Got nothing else in there now. Coming downstream and about how it's not that good down here. I don't think anybody, I I wish I would have. I really wish I would have cut down at the fish. Maybe I'll trade that first one for that one that I missed back there. But the best one to have some small ones this year, I guess. What's that in there? There's a hole right there too. I cast it right into that first casting. I ain't didn't mean to cast it that far in there. It's a hand spot. I think there's anything there here. Come out. Yeah. Deep enough to, I don't think, hold the fish. There's another spot like that. Looks clean from here. Very funny. But I caught fish out there before. It's been a few years. A couple of years ago, it's actually 3 years ago, I caught a couple of nice fish in there. We had some real high. Man. Looks like something's biting it somewhere. Yeah, something biting all right. I am not ready. Something just grabbed a hold of that worm. Kid you not. Something grabbed that worm. He was about his business. He was standing on business now. Boy. That's one come out. He might have come out from there and saw me. Ooh, he grabbed it. That was a good one. Put a little more worm there. My dad used to say, and I agree on this, sometimes he would put a whole worm on, and we had a real good bite and a real good hole, and he missed it. Fish cast out here. He's on that bank, boy. And they'll be like, don't disrespect that fish, man. You don't need to disrespect that fish. Put him a whole piece of bait on that. Sometimes, man. out here in the heat of the day. Like I always say, I've had so many videos in recent years talking about the heat of the day. It's just one. They have to get up and go. Put a better piece of mum on here. Them mums I got the other day at Walmart was good, man. Ooh, let me try them one more time with a big old piece of mum. I'm gonna put a whole piece on, for this hole, just because he's in there. Oh my gosh. He ate that one. He ate him another one. He sat there and chewed it up, but I thought he would swallow it. Should be on him in his zone. I think he's coming back like I thought he was. It's real. There's a rainbow right there. That ain't. I'm telling you, man, that's the same fish. I've been running into that yesterday and today. These two fish over here, man, they ain't the same one. I'm going two. Going on his business. You got me. I guess a couple of good fish, man. Woo-hoo. Don't do it. Boots leaking a little bit. So if there was one back there, I don't think there's gonna be one here. You know, this looks good too. I just think for the spread outerness. Sometimes you get a better fish in the top hole. Okay, so spinning over there pretty good, and I thought both of those holes on the way down. magic looking for me yesterday. And a bite. Right in there. No wrong with. Be wary. I would think the fish is further up because this way I had the best bite yesterday. It's probably right up in the surf water. But since we got my worm, this might just go back to this pool. Or something, you know. I thought I missed a better fish yesterday. A couple of times I thought I had a bite from a good fish at least. I saw it one time. I thought, man, I caught a fish after that, and I don't think it was the same one. I thought the one I missed was 12 inches. Amazing how far that water went down. For me, it is. Just since yesterday. Yep. I was saying yesterday, it was yesterday evening. We're talking about, what, 18 hours? 19 hours. Aggravating, man. Get a bite and miss it. See, it just don't feel like a big fish. But it is a pretty good one. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about right there. Stucker. There's a stucker. Just bumping it like a chub. Swallowed it. So, kind of a colorless fish. That's where it was. It was right up there. It's foot long, probably. Yep, there's something else in there. Oh, how did I miss that fish, man? How in the world? There we go. There we go. That's what I'm talking about. Now we're cooking. Now we're cooking. Now that might be the one that I missed yesterday. I think that might be. That's more. Not very huge, but I think that's what I saw in there yesterday. Yep. Maybe. I'm not sure. He's a stalker too. So these stalkers or something like that, they couldn't find the bait or maybe that is. Maybe that's what I don't know. I have the answer. So, there he is. You never know how it goes, man. It's 5. I'm basically in the same spot where I started at. Kinda. I walked downstream just a little bit. I'm not even back to where I parked at. But you could do all of that and then you could have to walk a long ways. And I'm really hoping that. I'm selfish, man, I guess. I'm lazy. I don't know what the word is. I don't want to walk this. I know. There's a hundred fish right now. I'm walking right past one. The thing is, when you get around this corner right here where I parked at. Everything gets tangled up on this net now. Just trying to tie your shoes just for some reason it's just an ordeal. The thing is, there's some of those cow things around the corner here. And there's a little hassle trying to cross them. So they're a little ways up, but I know how this goes. Now it might be different today. Shouldn't need the 2 worms today. But that's what I got for this cast. So. Yeah, it's kind of tough getting around them tires on wire. Big thick cables. And having to cross them right where they're at is kind of split there. Kind of like when Andre the Giant stepping into the lane, you can step right over it real easy, but you have to either over or under, you know, it's tricky. Limbo. And I don't know Hawaiian vacation. That's why I missed one yesterday. I saw him, I pulled him up to the top. That isn't it like this case. Oh, it was a good fish. That was a 12-inch wild brown. Honestly surprised there's nothing here today. Being that I had that bite. Now I did catch one in there after that, but I don't think it's the same fish. Yep, that's good. Pretty little fish. He's not no giant, man. He's smaller than I thought. Yeah, shouldn't have kept him. I'm tripping a little bit. I got my mind set on not crossing those tires up there doing this. I can still learn that dimension. I was just thinking about something. You wonder creeks do get fished out and all of that. That is definitely true. But, you know, you wonder how does something say self-sufficient or whatever. You think about how many rocks are out here. There's nothing but rocks, right? Right? Every single rock you pick up, there's something living up underneath. Crawdads, something. Every single one. If this bank, if it's in this creek bank, there's some kind of living something underneath. If it's got any size to it, it's embedded in the dirt at all. Something crawled up underneath there to survive. So, I was just thinking about that as a food source. I remember one year they had stocked it right here. Like I always say, it's not like it was then. It's a shell of what it was then. But I don't think he's hooked good. Best one of the day probably right there. Yes, indeedy. He's hooked all right. Now, right there along that, kind of where I caught that one. Come here one time and there was, they stocked it, not, they might not have thrown it out right there. It seemed like they did though. And there was just a pile of fish in there, all along that bank. But the creek's changed. They might have probably just stayed there that time because it was deeper along that bank drastically than what it is now. You can still see, I'll show you. I'll show you, hold on. I think my net is hanging. Well, that's the best fish of the day. He's not no giant, like I say. It's been a very modest day. It's been a modest year. We get those two nice ones a couple of weeks ago, but that's, you know, a mixed bag there. Net. This net right here, man. Switching up, losing my net the other week. Man, that burned me up. If it was just across to the net or whatever, there's one thing, it's just the way I had it set up. It was just, I was so used to it. And I can't get this one set up just like that. But real quick, from right in there, just above that, but especially right there where that tree is, and all the way down, you can see there is somewhat of a run there. That's where I caught that fish just now. There's still a run there. It's still, that's the predominant side of the water in this creek now. But back then, it was going up under the bank somewhat. Not necessarily under bank, but right at the edge of the bank it was deep. There's nothing like that now. It's ankle deep. You can stand there on the edge right now, right on the side, and it's ankle deep. Then something was pushing that water over there a little bit more. You can still see it's built up over there. It's built up pretty straight over there, you know? So I don't know if there was, maybe it's because there was a log over here or something that it pushed a lot of water over that way, but it was deep, long run. Like I say, from that tree right there all the way down to basically right there. And it was deep. It was, I mean, it was knee deep. It's deep for this creek. You couldn't see the bottom. And there's a nice big long run, way more drastic than it is now, and it held fish, and it they had stocked it. I don't know if they threw them out right in that hole. I'm assuming that they did, but they stayed there, and I mean, they got caught out quick. I mean, I caught my limit out of there one day, and I'm sure there was somebody else did too. But anyway, it was neat. That run used to be a neat little run right there, but it's not. You occasionally catch a fish there like I did just now, but it's nothing like what it used to be. And I bet that fish right there was probably just in transition from this rain. He probably didn't make a home there or nothing. But anyways, here we go. It's time to hit it again. Wow. That was a fast scenario. Just knocked them on out. Caught a couple of little ones that I probably shouldn't have kept. The first one especially, I didn't want to keep it, but I don't like to throw away fish that's gonna die. So, like I always say, I've been kind of like a broken record. You know, I'm gonna feed that. That'll be my dog's fish. So he's eating good this year because I've caught several fish like that, especially I think at least 3 or 4 in the last 2 days. But anyway, I'll give him them, and maybe he can have 2 fish when we have a meal a couple of times, and everybody will be happy. Everything will be all right. So signing off. Till next time. Boom.